Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see all your bright, shining, happy faces. Welcome to our first Student of the Month Assembly of the school year. So, for those of you that don't know, because there's a lot of new faces here, each month here at Albany School we do a Student of the Month Assembly. And so when you're in class, you have the chance to learn about something called the Positivity Project. And in the Positivity Project, we highlight a different character trait each month. And so this month was self-discipline, which is what we'll talk about today. So before we get started, and we have a lot of new kindergartners here with us, so sometimes self-discipline is a little bit challenging. So for our kindergarten classrooms, they do have the choice if they want to sneak out after we call kindergarten. That's totally fine. All right, so to get us started, self-discipline. So let's think about self-discipline and let's try to understand it a little bit better. So let's break it down. Raise your hand if you know. If I say yourself, ooh, we're ready. If I say yourself, who is that? Who is yourself? Who's yourself? Me. Yes, it's you. Exactly. Great job. Self is you, right? And discipline is when we work hard to keep ourselves in check. So, self-discipline. All right, guys. So, self-discipline is when we work to follow rules or stay in control of ourselves. And that can be really tough sometimes, right? Especially when we're learning how to be in school and we're learning those skills. Okay, so it's when we try our best to stay in control of ourselves by making good choices, even when that might be a little bit difficult, okay? Self-discipline helps us to be mindful of our behavior and our choices so that we can focus on achieving the goals that are important to us. So we might have discipline in our routines, the things that we do to make sure that we're accomplishing what we set out to accomplish. So what does it mean? We talk about self-control in relation to self-discipline, right? So it's controlling your thoughts, it's controlling your body, and all of those things. So we're making choices that maybe slow us down, right? We're thinking before we make a choice. We're thinking before we act, and we're thinking before we say things. Okay? Why is it important? Well, self-discipline, like a lot of other skills, is like a muscle. So if you want to get better with self-discipline, what you have to do is practice it, right? Just like if you want to get big, strong muscles, you have to work on them, right? So instead of worrying about the little things that don't make us happy for long, we'll focus on the bigger picture. Because with self-discipline, sometimes things do feel difficult and they do feel tough. And they might get us down, but we have to remind ourselves of the bigger picture, which is the goals that we set for ourselves. So, some examples of self-discipline that you guys, I'm sure, have done is cleaning up your room and doing chores. Raise your hand if you like to do chores. I don't buy that for 1 second. So, self-discipline is doing it because you know it's important, not necessarily because you want to do it, right? Doing your homework even though you don't want to, because you know that it's going to help make you smarter, right? Help you learn things. Picking up your toys when you're done playing with them, right? Even though it's not super fun to do, we know that it's something to help keep our house in order, our room in order, and make us feel good. Limiting the time that we watch TV or play video games. Raise your hand if you like to play video games and watch TV. Yeah, of course, we all do. But if we were to stay home and watch TV and play video games all day, is that going to help us learn? No, but we might learn some things, but that's not going to help us, with math and reading and writing, right? So we have to have self-discipline to know when we have to stop. And our parents are also really good at having us, helping us with self-discipline, right? And telling us when to slow down. Working hard in a new sport so you can improve on your skills. Who here plays a sport? Raise your hand. A lot of you do, yeah. So practicing your sport is discipline to help you get better at it, of course. Brushing your teeth every morning and every night to keep your teeth healthy, and staying active and keeping your body moving to keep your body healthy. Well, why is it important? Because it helps us, like we talked about earlier, improve our skills so we can get better at reading, writing if we're self-disciplined. If we're playing a sport like basketball, having discipline and practicing it will help us improve. Things like playing a musical instrument, building awesome friendships, and so much more. So let's think. Is there a sport or activity that you have to use self-discipline in order to get better at it? Raise your hand. Lily, Tell me about your sport activity.
Soccer.
Awesome. And what do you do to get better at soccer?
Sometimes when I play soccer, sometimes I don't kick the balls. Sometimes I really don't go to soccer anymore. Yeah, it was really hard for me since I kept losing. Yes, I tried hard, but I still kept losing.
We're so proud of you for trying. Self-discipline is when you keep going, you know it's hard, right? So good job. How about you? What is something that you do for self-discipline?
Running.
Yeah. Football.
Yes, and how do you show self-discipline?
Practice.
Practice. Awesome.
All right, let's do one more thing over here. All right, honey.
So wait. Self-discipline. What work?
Doing work.
Work is what?
Like trying to know what numbers they are.
Yeah, right. Numbers and math.
Cheerleading.
How do you get better at cheerleading? It's sometimes you feel a little bit tired and you don't want to do it. Yeah, make it push through.
Awesome job, friends. We had a lot of self-discipline. All right, next one. What is a goal that you would like to accomplish someday if you can show and use self-discipline? Oh, love it. Awesome. Thank you. Let's sneak back here.
Boxing. Basketball.
Basketball. Awesome.
Football.
Oh, yeah, a lot of sports. Yes.
That's what singing.
Love that. That's awesome. All right.
Last one right over here.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Awesome. And guess what? When you guys use your self-discipline and you practice it, you'll definitely be able to do it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get right started into our awards. So we will start with kindergarten, and we are going to have Miss Adams come up. Good morning, everyone. That was pretty good. Today, we are celebrating two very special students who have been working so hard and showing amazing self-discipline. Our first student of the month is Levi. Here. Here. You are. Levi has been setting goals, focusing on his work, and putting in his best effort every single day. Even when things get tricky, he keeps trying and doesn't give up. His hard work is really paying off, and it's so wonderful to see him growing and learning. Thank you for being such a great role model in kindergarten. Keep up the great work, Levi. We are so proud of you. Our second student of the month is Allie. Allie is a student who shows incredible self-discipline in such a sweet and gentle way. She's always listening, following directions, and staying on task, which helps her do her best every day. Her ability to focus and stay calm is such a great example for all of us. Thank you for being such a great listener and showing us all how important self-discipline is. We're so proud of you, Allie. So my friends with perfect attendance, when I say your name, just stand up, okay? Right at your spot. Maxim, Alida, Owen, Ozzy, Allie, and Amelia.
All right, next up we're going to have Mrs. DeMoro's class.
Good morning, everyone. My first student of the month is Doris. When I heard this month's character trait was self-discipline, I immediately thought of Doris. He consistently shows his focus and determination all throughout his work. Doris shows a positive attitude towards school and is always ready to learn and grow. Doris is always following the rules and reaching to make new goals. Keep up the good work, Doris. My second student of the month is Hanila. Hanila was another easy pick for this month's trait. She is a student who truly exemplifies self-discipline. Hanila continues to approach each day with a focused mindset, showing her ability to stay on task. She always strives to do her best, even when it may be challenging to her. Hanila shows what it means to be a hard worker. Great job, Hanila. I also have some students with perfect attendance, so when you hear your name, you're just going to stand up where you are. Yasira, Rose, Doris, Hanila, Liam. Rose, honey, you're going to stay right back there. Okay. Bellman, Lucia. Bellman, you're going to stay right back there. Stay right back there. Lucia, you're going to stay right there. Elizabeth and Israel. Congratulations on your first attendance. All right, my friends, you can sit right back down where you are.
Okay, next up we're going to have Miss Medici's class.
Good morning. I'm Miss Medici and I'm covering for Mrs. Young. My first student of the month is Noor. Noor displays a great amount of self-discipline in the classroom. She is always focused on completing her work and tries her very best not to get distracted. Noor is a great role model for her friends in the classroom. My second student of the month is Anissa. Anissa tries her very best to show self-discipline in the classroom. She is a very sweet girl who is kind and always willing to help her friends in the classroom. I also have a few students for perfect attendance, so when you hear your name, just stand up. Maximus, Amelia, Leo, Skylar, Noor, Amar H, and Amar M.
Okay, Mrs. Julie, you're up.
We have two students of the month in our costume too. Our first award goes to Kobe. Guys, come on up, Kobe. Stand right on this side. Kobe has been chosen for his thoughtful and caring heart. He's a very sweet friend who enjoys sharing and helping, and we are so very lucky to have Kobe as part of our class. Congratulations, Kobe. And our second student of the month goes to Zoe Bungalow Harris. Zoe is a wonderful, hardworking student. She listens carefully and she follows directions right away. She raises her hand to participate and to show what she knows. And I really love Zoe's kind, helpful heart, her positively beautiful smile. Thanks for being you, Zozo. Congratulations.
Okay, we're gonna have Mrs. Brad's class now.
Good morning. I chose Franklin Kindred for Student of the Month because as a kindergarten student, he has demonstrated self-discipline. Starting kindergarten can be difficult, and every day, Franklin gave it his all to acclimate to the new school environment. He has learned classroom routines, he works as a classroom helper, he helps his peers on his own, and he has done a great job showing his self-discipline to be successful in school. Great job, Franklin. Great job.
Franklin's family would like to come up into the picture. Yeah. Let's hear it for Franklin. Alright, we're going to move on to our first grade classrooms, and we're going to start with Miss Scalzo's class.
Good morning. My two students of the month are Maya and Alice. Maya and Alice do an amazing job of demonstrating self-discipline and self-control in our classroom. Not only do they do a great job at showing self-control, even when others aren't making the smartest choices, they still choose to do the right thing. In addition, they treat others the way they want to be treated, and they are always kind and respectful to others. Keep up that positive attitude and keep working hard. We're so proud of you. For perfect attendance, please just stand. Luca, Tia, Henry, Abduli, and Ariana. Thank you.
Okay, Mrs. Smith's class. Oh, never mind, Mrs. Sora's class.
Good morning.
I'm going to do Mrs. Smith's class first. Mrs. Smith has chosen Samira to be her student. Mrs. Smith wrote, Samira is an absolute pleasure to have in class. She is kind, courteous, and attentive. You can always find her with a smile on her face and ready to learn. She is a wonderful classmate to all of her peers and tries her best. I am so proud of her. And Mrs. Smith's class that has perfect attendance, if you guys could just stand where you are. Samira, Zanaya, Kiamaya, Miranda, Yaya, Zaid, Zoe, and Leon. And my class has 2 Student of the Months as well. Our first Student of the Month is Melania. Melania is a teacher's dream. While she is quiet and shy, she is always taking it all in. She is the first to help a friend when they need it, and everything she does has a huge smile and kindness with it. Melania is a hard worker, and she's never afraid to ask for help. Well, maybe a whisper. Thank you for my daily dose of sunshine, Melania. I'm so proud of you. And my next Student of the Month is Emma. Emma just joined our Raiders family this year, and it has been such a treat to have her. Emma is always participating, trying her best, and most importantly, learning. Emma is such a kind friend, from helping and sharing to complimenting all of her friends. Her big bright smile and her constant hugs that I get make her such a joy to have in my class. Thank you for bringing such happiness to our classroom. Congratulations. And the perfect attendance for my class, stand where you are. Olivia, Teddy, Yomar, Adam, Rocco, Lori, Blake, Melania, Amor, and Emma.
Alright, last up we have Mrs. Daniels' class.
Good morning. I also have 2 Students of the Month for self-discipline, and they are Luna Paw and Jaden Martin. Both of these students display self-discipline in all the correct ways every single day. They are both model students. Luna's a great role model for her classmates. She is kind, she is polite, she always follows directions. She never needs to be reminded of anything. Jaden is also a model student. He comes to school ready and excited to learn. He never hesitates to lend a helping hand. We are so lucky to have both of them as part of our class. Great job. My students who have perfect attendance, please just stand up where you are when I say your name. Kona, Aswan, Ali, Adam, Karam, Jaden, Nella, Caitlin, and Luna.
Okay, last but not least, we have our second graders, so I'd like to ask Ms. Bowling to come up and give the other student a moment.
Good morning.
I am happy to announce that our Student of the Month is Portia Jawad. Portia is a hard-working student who is dedicated to doing her best every day. She is polite and considerate to her classmates. Portia is the epitome of a self-disciplined student. I'm ecstatic to have her in my class this year. Keep up the great work. I have a few students for perfect attendance, so if you hear your name, just stand in your spot. Andrew, Aubrey, Christina, Celine, Keone, Amit, and Samid.
Ms. Doolin, I have your class next.
Good morning, everyone. Our student of the month is Sophia Misnick. I am thrilled to have Sophia in my class this year. She was chosen Student of the Month for self-discipline because she knows when it is the right time to be social in the classroom while also using self-control. Sophia stays on task and controls herself to make good choices no matter what is going on around her. She always puts 100% effort into her work, even through more challenging tasks. Sophia is determined to do well, and she is certainly on her way to having a great year ahead in second grade. Congratulations, Sophia. For perfect attendance, just stand if I call your name. Ideen, Dagood, Adine, Camila, Sophia Purva, Janessa, Armina, and Adelina.
Okay, last up is Mr. Sitone's class.
Good morning. My student of the month is Cameron Donato. Cameron is a perfect example of self-discipline. He sets goals and works towards them no matter how difficult the task is. Cameron is also kind and compassionate to his classmates. He never has a bad day. We are so lucky to have Cameron in our class. And for perfect attendance, just stand Christian, Danielle, Cole, Adam, Ben, John, and Wilbur.
All right, that is the end of our time here. Congratulations to all of our students of the month, and we'll see you guys next month. Well done, everybody.